So today is officially the last Warzone update, but I gotta tell you, they did a great job, and these next 4 weeks are going to be incredible. Let me tell you why. Starting off here with our playlist updates. Now, we're not doing the whole daily rotational playlist with changing it on the weekends. It is straight weekly rotational playlist. Every single Thursday, it's going to change. This week, we're gonna have Fortune's Keep solos through quads and Rebirth solos and quads along with Rebirth Plunder. Next week, we just take out Plunder, so a lot of different options for you to play. Now, the week of October 13th is going to be the really important one here. Fortunes Keep solos and trios, and we've got this special game mode right here, Resurgence Supreme, which we will talk about here in a second. But we are going to be able to play that with solos through quads. And then the week of October 20th is going to be Fortunes Keep solos and quads, and we've got the full Rebirth playlist. So a lot of different options. I think these next 4 weeks of playlist is going to be absolutely incredible. Now we're going to go ahead and skip all this stuff down to Rebirth Resurgence Supreme. This is a slight variation on Rebirth, so just changing some dynamics that's going to make it a ton of fun. Resurgence countdown is a little bit longer. Now, a lot of you are like, oh, that's super frustrating, but just hear me out. Players have a slight increase in core health, so you're gonna have a total of 350 health once you have plates in and everything like that. Getting an elimination now shows enemy squad locations as a ping for a longer period of time. So after you get that kill, it's gonna show a little bit longer, giving you a little bit more insight into how enemies are actually moving and where they're actually moving to. Now, when you go and look at the Resurgence countdown, actions now reduce the countdown twice as fast. So opening a Resurgence crate, getting a down, getting a thirst, completing a contract, anything like that now brings somebody back twice as fast. Avenging a squad mate will greatly reduce the countdown. So if you get revenge, you can of course get that countdown even lower. This is going to really encourage action to happen. And when it comes to the Resurgence Supreme component, so the ground loot brings back even more fan favorite weapons. So we're going to see a lot of great blueprints out there on the ground. Lowest rarity is going to be epic, so you're going to see a lot of great guns on the ground. Players will deploy with iconic and powerful weapons. So this is going to be a full throwback game mode, looking across all of the years in terms of all of the different, I'm assuming, blueprints from Modern Warfare, Cold War, and Vanguard. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Just a little small thing here. You actually get all of these calling cards for free. We've got the King Growl, we've got the Cracked Meadow, we've got the Eagle Child here, the Big Fish, the Pest Control, and the Swap Seat Snipe. All of those are going to be free from this point moving forward. We're going to skip all that stuff just because this is more Caldera based. Quality of life right here. Recommended weapons. This is something that they added in your loadout section. You can see the recommended weapons, basically what they are recommending that players be using. We're going to go ahead. They improved the manual gas mask. That's something that you can use to your advantage. Supply box UAVs will no longer show red Rebirth supply boxes. This is just a small thing, but to be honest, it's kind of needed. When you pop that supply box UAV, there was so much going on that minimap that it was kind of hard to see anything else going around. So they removed the red Rebirth supply boxes, allowing you to more use it to regain, right? Blue crates, orange crates, you know, loadout crates, whatever it may be. In terms of perks, text will be displayed on the UI when a perk is acquired via ground loot. So this is going to give you insight into what perks that you actually have. Scavenger pouches, this is just an interesting one. It's nothing huge, but it drops $1,000. So if you do have scavenger, that's going to increase the amount of cash flow that you get. Just pay attention. Portable PDS, listen to this for gas plays. PDS stations now, the duration is increased to 20 seconds. Think about how long you can stay in gas now if you have a PDS, gas mask, and stims. This is going to make for some absolutely insane gas plays. Now let's go ahead and talk about, we've got 2 new weapons right here. Let's get into weapon balancing. Here's the biggest thing to note with weapon balancing. The game is extremely balanced. When I said earlier this is going to be an incredible next 4 weeks, I was more so thinking from a weapon balancing perspective. Right here we've got the AMAX. So max damage range with the AMAX is going to be increased to 28 meters, giving it a little bit more range. Upper torso damage multiplier increased to 1.1. AMAX viable. Cooper Carbine right here, assault rifle hotel. Neck damage multiplier decreased, lower torso damage multiplier decreased. Cooper Carbine, probably still viable. We'll see how it plays out. Assault Rifle Charlie right here, neck damage multiplier increased to 1.1. This is the M4. Modern Warfare M4, gonna be a good option. QBZ, increased headshot damage, increased neck damage multiplier. QBZ, gonna be a good option. Odin, upper arm damage multiplier increased to 1.2. Solos and duos, gonna be a good option. EX1, we'll see how it actually plays out. I'm still kind of on the fence about if that gun's ever gonna be good or not. Assault Rifle Bravo right here, which is the Itcher Burst. You know, we're seeing a little bit of kind of, you know, I guess, a nerf to this overall, but the rate of fire time was decreased by a little bit. The rate of fire bonus for the Perfetto barrel, vertical recoil, you know, we're seeing initial recoil control decrease. So all of these things are making it a little bit harder to use the Itcher Burst. EM2 buffed. Headshot multiplier increased to 1.5. Minimum damage increased to 36. EM2 back in the mix. FFAR. We all love the movement of the movement speed of the FFAR. Guess what's back? ADS movement speed scale increased. ADS transition time decreased. So that's a faster ADS time, which is one of the biggest problems with the FFAR. Ultralight barrel, ADS movement speed while firing now increased. We get that FFAR movement back. The Volk right here, ADS movement speed decreased, so that's just a nerf for the Volk. Shotguns, the 410 Ironhide, we increased the shotguns pretty much all the way around here. The combat shotgun, slug rounds, max damage increase, mid damage, minimum damage increased, all, you know, lower extremity damage. So the combat shotgun got a pretty big buff right there. Although, and the rechamber time decreased by 10%. Shotgun Bravo here, which is the Gallo. Once again, we see a lot of increases across the board. The ADS transition in time decrease. So shotguns are kind of going to be in the mix a little bit. Street Sweeper is going to be mid 2 pellet damage increased, minimum pellet damage increased. Both buffs right there. Submachine gun Armaguerra, and what you're seeing is Modern Warfare Cold War guns being buffed, Vanguard guns being nerfed, bringing that meta a lot closer together. Armaguerra right here should be still be a really great option. Headshot damage multiplier decrease, neck damage multiplier decrease, ADF movement speed scalar decrease, so a nerf right there. Of course, we see the skeletal gives a decrease in movement speed, not a decrease, but it doesn't increase it as much. And this is a big one right here. Both of these mag sizes were actually decreased a little bit, which does play a factor in terms of using them. Bullfrog right here, Bullfrog given a nice little buff, lower arm damage multiplier, hand damage multiplier, just in case you shoot those little fingies over there. You know, that's going to increase it to that's going to increase your TTK a little bit, or decrease your TTK. RA225, I don't know why this was touched so much, maybe just the insane neck damage, but you know, decreased to 1.1 down from 1.7. That's pretty insane right there. So we'll still see the RA225 in the mix maybe a little bit. Blixen, lower torso damage multiplier decreased. Blixen's still going to be a good option. ISO, neck damage multiplier increase, still don't think that changes a whole lot. The CX9 headshot damage multiplier, you know, a little bit of a buff right there in terms of headshot, neck shot, and sprint to fire speed. Still going to be a little bit tougher to use, but could absolutely be back in the mix. The KSP, we're not even going to talk about it. Submachine gun Charlie here with Vanguard is the MP40, so just a slight nerf to the 45 round mag. Wait, muzzle velocity, no, this is a buff actually. Muzzle velocity penalty decreased to minus 10%. I still don't understand. I do this every single patch notes. Why do they make these things so complicated? PPSH here, minimum damage decrease, upper leg damage multiplier decrease. We've got a lot of, 2 of the barrels here getting nerfs. We've got the 71 round mag getting nerfed. So a nice little nerf to the PPSH. It probably needed it, but we'll see how it actually plays out in game. The UGM right here, minimum damage decrease, another one that probably needed a nerf. The headshot damage multiplier decrease, neck damage multiplier decrease, recoil increase. So pretty good nerf right there for the UGM. Should slot right in there with some of the better ARs. And I could see a lot of people using Cold War guns like the EM2 and stuff like that, or maybe even the M4. Next up, what was the other one that got? There was another one that got a pretty big buff. Crossbow, upper extremities damage multiplier increase, lower torso. So we'll see if the crossbow makes a move back into the mix. Very high risk, high reward. We got the M1 Grand with a nice little nerf right there. Sniper rifle Charlie right here is going to be the AX50, so I don't think anything really changes there. Sniper rifle Alpha is going to be the Dragunov. Don't think anything's going to change really there. Rytech can now one shot down to head at all ranges. Could the Rytech be making a move to the meta? Absolutely. Minimum damage increase to 112. Headshot damage multiplier. We got the Pellington here. ADS transition time decreased, and out was decreased as well, so that's a buff right there to the ADS time. Neck damage multiplier, Pellington could absolutely make a move to the sniper meta. Gorenko anti-tank, bullet drop off decrease, fire rate decrease, which probably needed to happen. It needed to shoot a little bit slower, so the Gorenko gets a little bit of a nerf. Tactical rifles, let's go ahead and skip the Klauser. I think that's about it. SVT, by the way, this is a big one. 3 to 6x scope, transition time increase, so that's a they decreased the ADS time for that, and the visual recoil was actually increased. The other one to note is Vital actually gives you a penalty now for horizontal and vertical recoil control, or more of a penalty than it did before, and recoil booster now decreases your hip fire. That's basically a straight nerf to the Vanguard PPSH. So overall, guys, I think it's gonna be a great 4 weeks. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Make sure you are subscribed if you are looking for Rebirth, Fortune's Modern Warfare 2, and Warzone 2 videos. I do videos every single day. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.